walk as the board gets owned. Welcome to Dad's Drafts, your new homegrown.
Hello good people and welcome to another episode of Dad's Drafts, especially to my one new YouTube subscriber. Now we're going to do another premiere draft of Tarkir Dragonstorm. I tried to record one yesterday, but the game went all buggy. It kicked out me while picking. I got disconnected, I had to upload something, and eventually I had a deck with mostly automatically picked cards, so I'm kind of hesitant on how this will go. I hope it will just go smoothly. But if it does, feel free, if you like what I do, to click some buttons to help me out. But most especially, if you have any feedback for me, either in the picking or the drafting or the playing or whatever, or maybe even the YouTube video making, please do let me know. Now you can also follow me on Twitch, if you like this. And so far it's not been buggy. Yesterday it was already kind of buggy around this time, so I hope it's been fixed. But we've also got to wait for the last person. Okay, there we go. Now let's see if we can open up a nice single color rare. So there's two rares in this pack. There's a Dragonologist, which has a nice name. And of course it's very good with the dragons. I think this is actually not too bad if you are very focused on dragons. There's also this Hellkite, which I think is better than a Dragonologist. Now I would like all these three actually, but I think I will take the Hellkite. Even if you don't do the enter the battlefield thing by destroying a non-basic land, it's still a 4/5 flyer for 4, which is great. Now the only downside is of course the double red, but I think out of this pack it is the best card. Other interesting cards are of course the Stormbrood, but it needs 2 colors, Battle Priest and the Wildling, pretty good. Now this one is of course also good, but you have to be 4 colors, or at least some of those colors. So let's just go for the Hellkite and see where we end up. Now, there is a New Way Forward, which is a very strong card. However, I've played it during the real life draft, and I've often had that it was a dead card for a long time, or when the opponent eventually attacked with everything, I was still dead, because you can only prevent one source of damage. Now let's see what we have. There's a Stalwart, which is already somewhat in our colors. There's also this Purging Stormblood, which I think is pretty sweet. I'm not sure which one is better. Do we go aggressive or do we just go, what is it, Mardu? I'm not even sure if it's Mardu. Red, white, black. I think let's just stay in 2 colors for now. I'm going to take the Stalwart. This is still a pretty decent flurry card as a top end to finish off. Alright, Whale of War, pretty strong card here. I think if you play black you should definitely pick this card. I think it does a lot of work. Cards for us, there's a Maneuver, which is pretty decent to be honest, if you can go wide enough, so I'm not picking it yet because I don't know if we are. There's this Stormbrood. There's quite some dragons here, so maybe we could go in some kind of dragon deck, but then we need the Orb, which we've not seen any of. So I'm just going to take the Boltcaster, because this card, if you can combine it with a Shock, or better even so, if you can combine it with a mobilized creature, I think it's very good. But we could just go 3 color dragons or 4 color dragons or whatever, but then I need to pick up an Orb, and I've seen none of them. Wow. Well, Surge is better than I thought because it has both abilities. And it's happened to me before where you could just destroy both. I like the Sculptor, but I think I'll go for the Pack Beast. The Wayspeaker Bodyguard is pretty good if you are deep into Flurry, because the other ability doesn't trigger all that much, is my experience. So I'm going to take the Pack Beast and see if we can actually end up with some go wide strategy, maybe pick up some Shockbrigade dudes or dudettes. I like a Twin Bolt. This one is also acceptable, but I think it's for me between a Messenger and one of these. I don't think I'm going to take the Backwater here. We need a lot of 2-drops to make this work, actually. Do I take the land? I don't see myself going 5 colors. I'll just take the land. I mean, this one is not that impressive to me anyway, since we don't have any 2-drops yet. I'll just take the land. You never know where we end up. Okay, so now there is a dragon. And there's also this Inspired Vanguard. Well, I'm kind of surprised that it's still here, because green didn't seem extremely open. I'll take the Boulder-born Dragon. Also some pretty decent black cards here, by the way. But I'll just go for the dragon. As I said, if we end up picking up an orb sometime, we can still be in a dragon-ish deck. Here I'll take the Durgir Island Dragon. I think over the Saga Wildling. Could also take the tap land. My goodness, we could have had 3 of those. Well, okay, well, let's just take the tap land here. I think we'll see more dragons. Another tap land. Don't really care about these cards. Artisan is not too bad. Okay, so this was our opening pack and the Stormbrood came around, which means that at least blue-red is open. And there's also some white, so I think we can just go blue-red-white. Then I would have liked the land, but I'm not going to pass on this Stormbrood. Don't think I care enough about that one. Guess I'll go for the Artisan. It fixes us. I'll just go for this one now. Don't think I want to play it. It is pretty good if you can go wide enough, and it helps with the flurry. But I'm really missing 2-drops here, which is unfortunate. So far we've got, what is it, 4 dragons? And we've not seen any of the any of the orbs. So if we just pick up 2-drops now, especially, and maybe some more 3-drops, I think we can make an aggressive deck. We've got some good finishers. Oh, well, I guess we're not going into aggressive deck anymore. This card is amazing. So we want to get to 7 mana and then just pretty much just win. As long as this doesn't get countered. I also like the Dawnbreaker, by the way. There's some pretty decent cards for us, which I wouldn't mind, but I cannot pass on this Jeskai Revelation. It's already in our colors. It's an amazing card. Okay, Shockbrigade. I think I'm going to take it over the Barrow of Glory. Hopefully this one will come around again, but I wouldn't mind both of these actually. So let's just go red-white and keep blue on the splash for the Jeskai Revelation and the Stormbrood. Shockbrigade is amazing, especially because we have the Boltcaster. Now some tapped lands would be nice. Just so to make sure that we can play this at turn 7, if we actually get to turn 7, of course. But we need mostly 2 and 3 drops. There's a land here. We don't have a lot of mobilize, so I'm not going to pick this. I'm just going to pick the land. Though no one was really picking up lands. Maybe I'll just take the Dawnbreaker here as a 2-drop. And hope this one will come around, because people didn't seem eager enough to pick up our lands. Very happy with this one. I will pick it over the Vanguard. I think we need, well, what do you do, by the way? When ends tapped, whenever you attack this turn, create 2/2 card jokers that tapped and tax right. That's actually pretty good. I'm not even sure here. I think I need 2-drops more than 3-drops. I would like one of these two to come around. I don't expect it will happen, but I'll just put this at a 2-mana slot. Jeskai Devotee, which helps with fixing, or this Practitioner. I think I'll take the Practitioner. I think this flurry upside is amazing, and I hope with a short curve that we will manage to flurry sometimes. I'm not going to build my whole deck around it, but still. Now I'll take the Twin Bolts over the Rim Form. So curve is looking okay. We don't need any more top end. It's mostly 2 and 3 drops that we need. And I don't think we have enough dragons to actually care about the thing anymore. Here I'll take the Messenger. It will be a 3-drop in our deck. And if we can pick up any card, maybe the Revelation, that would be sick. But we've got some non-land cards which are worth it. Rebellious Strike, which is pretty much free to cast. Now I will take the Evolving Wilds because I want to be able to play the Revelation. And I would like some card draw, so maybe the Hasty Dragon, which draws us 2 cards by discarding card. Because we just need to draw a lot of cards and stay alive until turn 7, and then I think it's pretty much over for the opponent. Yeah, I'll take a Devotee, mostly for the fixing, not so much for the trigger. Don't think I care about that. Coordinate Remover. We will go pretty wide, so this is actually not too bad. Okay, so I don't think we will get the land or the 3-drop, which makes a lot of mobilized tokens, or is... No, it's not here. Which makes sense, because they're both very good cards. So now some kind of fixing. Battle Priest is pretty good. I cannot pass on the Shrine Keeper, I think. Loxodon Battle Priest is also, as I said, pretty good. There's a Globe, but we don't have enough dragons to actually make that count. If I could pick up some of these, I would just make a dragon deck. Curve is looking good. Maybe some more 3-drops. And creatures are high, so I would like maybe one more removal spell. And more of these, of course. Okay, well, I think it's an easy static snare for us. Since we are going wide, especially with these brigades, if you attack with one of these on turn 3, you can actually cast a snare. So if the opponent has played something amazing, it's a good pickup. Okay, so now I will... There's another Globe. They're all too late. I'm going to pick up this land. Not this one. I thought maybe this one was the better version, but I'm just going to take the Cove. Playables are looking good. We need 3 more playables. And I will not cut on lands, because as I said, I want to play these cards. And I have 5 dragons. So if we get past the Globe, maybe I will play it. Another Shockbrigade, loving it. I think this one will do a lot of work in our deck. Okay, so now I will take the Vanguard. This card is also pretty good. 1 mana Scry 2 is amazing. If you play this on turn 1, I think it's about the best turn that you can have. And the Globe that we passed on, which we might get later, is good for the reason you can play it on turn 3. It gives you a mana on turn 4. So then that means that you can play these dragons, and there's a lot of 5-drop dragons in this format. You can play them a turn sooner, and they will enter with a counter, which is amazing. Okay, don't really care about those. I guess I'll take in another Evolving Wilds, and I think then Our lands are all good. Okay, might actually want that more. Oh. I'm going to take this. You can just trade this for anything. And then later, if the Shockbrigade attacks and you sacrifice a token, you can just get that back. I would have taken the land otherwise. But since we have 2 Evolving Wilds, I think we're good. Adapt, sure. And our curve is looking pretty good. And I think we are pretty much done here. We're a bit light on removal. But I hope with the tricks and stuff that we have, we will get there. And coordinated removal, by the way. Let's see that one. This one is actually pretty good with all the token stuff. Don't think I'll take another dragon. Don't think I will even play this dragon, actually. We don't have any surveil upside. And I think this is about to be our deck. Leopard is acceptable, but I'd rather play this Artisan, actually. Maybe I still play it, by the way. I have to check it out. And the Leopard is especially good if you have something to renew with, so you can tap this to pay for the mana cost. Okay, so our turn 3 cards are actually pretty decent. We actually have one Artisan already. Yeah, and I will try to keep the treasure token, of course, for the Jeskai Revelation. But this is looking good. Too bad that we didn't see any of the dragons, which help us discard and draw and stuff. So we are a bit vulnerable to being flooded. Okay, so we have the card. So we just need to stay alive until turn 7. So you can counter a spell, or return a spell, or a creature or permanent or wherever, and then deal 4 damage to anything, create 2 white monk with prowess, draw 2 cards and gain 4 life. This might be the best card in the game, actually. And we've got the Devotee to fix. But I'm playing the Brigade first. Waiting for the opponent to make his choice. I'll grab myself a bit of cheese. Alright. Opponent mulligans. We are on the play, which is good for us. Oh, we're actually on the draw. Okay, this will be an amazing pack beast. If we get to attack with the Shockbrigade twice. Okay, so he's got a slow hand. I am playing the Stalwart, of course, so just let's attack first. Seems like he has nothing. And let me do some math. If we play the Devotee, okay, that is unfortunate. That is actually pretty decent. So we have 3 attacking creatures. We can use this. Or we can attack with this one. Play the Devotee. And then we'll have 4 creatures. Depends if he blocks. I hope he doesn't block. Okay, well that's very good for us. So it costs 3 now, so I cannot cast them both. So let's just go for the Pack Beast. Next turn we can double spell. Missing our land drops though, which is unfortunate. But with the Devotee we have blue, so we could just even keep up mana for this Stormbrood's instant. Okay. Okay. Let me think. I think we attack with everything. We kill that. We static snare that. Okay, good game. Didn't even get to do the revelation, but that was a quick game. Still getting all kinds of achievements simply because this is a new account. And the reason that I made a new account is twofold. I'm not sure if I even told you that before. But first of all, because of the name. This one's called Dad's Drafts. You know, cloud is everything. But also because I got the idea that if you ever paid something, it feels as if you're more mana screwed and stuff like that. But that's just a feeling. I've tried to prove it, but I cannot. We do need to get ourselves some lands. I'm playing the Devotee simply because it has prowess, and next turn it could maybe do a nice blowout with a Twin Bolt. Okay. So if we attack, we can kill both, which is not bad, I think. And if he doesn't block, we've dealt 2 damage and we'll play the Vanguard. Okay, no blocks, I'm fine with that. It's also a dog, it's hilarious. There's so many dogs in this set. So next turn we can do the same thing again. I hope to be drawing a land so that we can also keep this up. Okay, he's going to kill himself, that's good for us. No attacks from the opponents. Okay, that's very, very nice. Whenever a creature you control enters, so let's see how his blocks are. If he just jumps the warrior, a Twin Bolt can be good to do pretty much anything here. Okay, that is fine. Let's just do this before damage, so our Devotee does more damage. So let's just deal 1 to him and 1 to him. And we'll play the Forebearer. Oh, of course. Oops. Yep, I should have played this first. I thought it was prowess, but it's a flurry trigger. Enters this turn each opponent. Okay. So now we can play the Stormbrood actually. The Hellkite, I mean. Okay, well let's just go for this attack. Play the Hellkite. Kill 1 of his mana. And if he blocks with the Revenant, I will just block. If he attacks with the Revenant. He's at 10. We do still have some juicy action. Reason I'm blocking with the Hellkite. Ooh, that hurts. Yeah. Wow, he's not attacking. That is crazy. Why are you not attacking? Oh, with the number of attacking creatures you control. Okay. So... non-creature, non-land. So we could get the Twin Bolt. But I think it's best for us just to play a flying blocker so that we can block that one. So let's just do this one. But if he attacks with everything, he will gain 5 life, but he will be tapped out. And this is whenever you cast a non-creature spell or a dragon spell. My goodness, he has all the rares. Shockbrigade. We can attack with these two. But it is unfortunate that we're not drawing a land. So let's just do this first. I mean, we still have some pretty decent attackers, let's be honest. That one is unfortunate. And I know this is terrible attacks, but I have to make him kill that one. And then whatever he puts it on next turn, we can just block it, kill it. Non-land cards, yeah, so... Yep. He will probably put a death... What is it? A lifelink counter or something now. But I'll just block with everything. Or, well, not with everything, but... This is a very good card, I think. Not sure if it's good in his deck. But if you go something with self-mill or stuff... Wow, it also gets flying. Oops. Okay. Yeah, that's good. You should have read the card. Flying, yep. We need some kind of removal now. Yeah, this is going to be difficult. I mean, we can chomp, of course. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Next, I will just take it once more. Oh, it also gets X. Oh, I'm just... Okay, so that doesn't help, actually. Yeah. I kind of forgot the Marshal of the Lost. Ouch, he has quite the rares. Look at this. He's played 4 rares so far. We've played 1. Oh, sure. That would be a strange attack. Yep. So next turn we have to really do something here. That has vigilance. I think we're just dead here anyway. The whole thing with the revenants. Maybe I shouldn't have attacked. Maybe just stall the board. I forgot I got flying. Death touch, lifelink, and flying count. Yeah, I thought it was just death touch and lifelink. Well, at least he's just attacking for 3 now. But we don't have many turns left. He's also just going to attack with the Teresa now. And he will probably hit something very useful. One turn. We need an amazing top deck here. Or we need to draw 3 lands. Oh my goodness, rare number 5? Dude. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rares. I think we're still dead, but I'm not giving up. He has so much mobilize. And the Marshal just pumps big time. I don't know about this card. I mean, people that I've seen play with it are just a 2/2 pretty much. Oh, nice. Which one will it be? Yep. I think we're still dead. Yep. You do the honors. Well, that was a strong deck. I mean, what do you do against someone with so many rares? Good game. Good beats. All right, game number 3. Keeping this. Getting myself an island. Next turn it will just be 4 bear. Oh, that's a very good draw. I am down to block. That thing will come around later. Oh, I don't have red. Well, I hope he plays something of 2 mana. I'd rather have him counter the Stormbrood than the Hellkite. So that's why I'm playing this. Adapt is a good card. Yeah, let's just play the big dumb flyer. And he will be one mana behind. Maybe we even helped him. We killed his black-blue land and he found a white one. Yeah. I mean, let's be honest, I'm very sad that he killed my Stormbrood, because it would have triggered twice now with these two dragons. And if he plays one thing before combat and then attacks, I will probably not block the Adapt. Okay, I will most definitely not block the Adapt. Ooh. My goodness. That is such a beating. What do we even do? Well, we have to block it, of course. Well, at least we can jump the tiger. He's not going to get any mana from it. Oh, ouch. Oh, that's good. Can we do both? I don't think we can. We can only deal 3 damage. I'll keep the duelist behind simply for jumping reasons, because next turn we can still do both of these and kill the Siegebreaker. But it will be very risky to block the Siegebreaker with a Vanguard, because if he removes anything else, it will be a blowout. So maybe we just jump the Siegebreaker. And we have lethal next turn. So I kind of expect him to also put his mana into killing one of the dragons. But that Siegebreaker is an absolute beast. I'm just going to try and keep our lethal threats alive. Don't have enough, unfortunately. And if he plays a flying blocker, I think we actually... We need to draw a land here. This is so terrible. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, we do have mobilize. Okay, I think we're still there. That was close. Yeah. Oof. My word. Okay. That was very close. Because the tapped land caused us to not being able to use our artisan and the spell. So I'm just very happy that I drew a small creature. And the mobilize trigger was actually enough to get to 5. Okay, we're good. We're still beating. I'm just going to pour myself another drink. Well, we are on the draw. We have a 2-drop and 3-drop in all colors. So it would just be typical of me to be very unlucky and not draw any lands. We have 2 more draw steps to draw land. Okay, well, that is good. And depending on what he does, he might just kill this. Okay. Well, I am just blocking one, I think. He might be going very aggressive. Okay. That is what I would call very aggressive. Let's just wait with this until we get something that really matters. Don't have any double spelling to do next turn. I hope to draw a land so that we can play the Artisan, which would get us very close to the Revelation. Oh my goodness, dude. Very glad that he didn't play anything else. We're still just playing blockers, and now we're 2 lands away from the Revelation. And I'll try to keep the treasure alive. My word. I think I have to run this out just as a 3-3, which is unfortunate. Could also just play the Stormbrood. Depends. If we draw a land, I will play the Boltcaster and probably keep up the Counterspell. Because he has the fresh thing, which is good to counter, I think. Yeah, I will just counter that. We're just 1 land away from the Revelation. And this can still block even if he uses the aura on it. So I'm not even sure if I want to counter that. This is not going to do any damage. I just have to make sure that this Revelation thing doesn't get countered. So I want him to use all his blue. Okay, that's fine. Two mana follow-up. Oh, that's 3 mana. Okay. Well, he is tapped out, so top deck land does it. That is a land, but not the one that we need. We'll find a red source. We don't have anything to hit. He could put a stun counter or anything. Next turn Revelation, so I think we're good. I just need to make sure to crack this Evolving Wilds, probably for a red source. Yeah, and he will be tapped out, I think, because he will just play the Barrel of Glory. Let's crack this now, find ourselves a red source. If I forget it, it will be terrible. So we can return target spell or permanent to its owner's hand. We can even do the Messenger into Revelation, which will be sick. So I'm just going to do that one. Deal 4 damage to any target, we'll just kill the bird. I'm very sorry, opponents. So let's just go Messenger into putting Jeskai Revelation on top. I'm not sure why he's doing this, but I'm fine with this. If he has a trick, that's also fine. Yeah, All good, all good. So, Messenger it will be. I'll just, or is it Exile the Revelation? Yeah, I'll just put that on top. Thank you very much. And can we do both? I think we can. Yeah, let's just do this. And just casually play a 1-mana Pack Beast. And with that, we will draw the Jeskai Revelation that we just put on top. So, as long as he doesn't pull a counter spell or something, I think we are good. Okay, well, he's not giving up. I mean, I respect him for that a lot. Okay, well. Let's just take no risk. 2, 4, 7. Okay, good game. If you thought Jeskai Revelation was bad, how about I'll just play it again. That's just a dream, isn't it? Yep, good times. All right. Game number 4. No 2-drops, but we have 2 draw steps. And we have all the colors. So let's find an island, shuffle our deck, and put a 2-drop on top, please. Preferably the... Okay, well that is a 2-drop, but it's not what I want. I think I will just cycle it. No, I cannot even cast it. Should have played that one. Yeah, Practitioner. I won't block the 4-bearer, I think. I like the counter and the scrying. Yep. So next turn we have a pretty decent turn. We can activate the flurry thing. And if you play something big, we can play the bolt caster. Wow. What do you have? Plus something, plus something? I think he has the +2/+1 to 2 creatures, so I'm just going to block like this. Wow, seems like he has nothing. At least nothing combat related. Oh, that's what he wanted to do. Okay, well that's fine. It's not ideal, but I think we have to do this. I'm just looking for the Jeskai Revelation, obviously. And now we have pretty decent blockers next turn for the 4-bearer with the Practitioner. Maybe I should have kept it behind. Oh, yeesh. I'm not going to use it anyway. We're not in an attacking kind of mode. Oh, that's actually a pretty decent draw. So I'm just going to put the coordinated what is it, maneuver on top. We've got the blue. Find a white. And we can block the token. So let's do this. If he attacks with both, I will use the block the Sky Rider and use the Rebellious Strike. Oh, that was so stupid of me, I just noticed. I shuffled the deck. So I kind of removed the card that I just put on top. Don't think we need it anyway, if this resolves. I don't need that either. Okay, well, the Practitioner can just block that. If that's all he has. Okay, it's not all he has. We are on the defensive still. I don't think he will attack. Jeskai Revelation? No. We are drawing a lot of lands. He is also, by the way, so we're both just top decking. That's actually a pretty decent draw. So I'm just going to Twin Bolts. If he does anything strange. Okay, well, then I guess I'll just use it on the defense. On the Lancer. Blocking with the Messenger. I think I'm also just going to kill that 1/1 token. Much will do it after combat. Would like to draw some action instead of all of these lands. Let's just get in with the most damage possible. Keep the Adapt behind. Seems like he has a removal spell. Or at least something. Yep. 2, 4, 6, 10, 11, 12 lands. Well, it is action. It's not what I was looking forward to play. Let's just keep jamming and building out the board. I'm just keeping that up because next turn I might be able to flurry, which is, I think, important here. Interesting. Don't kill my Stormbrood, please. Okay. We are slowly turning the corner. And now we actually get in with some pretty decent attacks here. Of course, the ability that triggers is not really that useful. But we can just attack with these 3 now. And he has to do some blocking. And next turn we probably have lethal, depending on how he blocks. And if he blocks everything, which makes sense, just to stay alive, he can get the, what is it? The Forebearer back. But this is looking pretty good. Well, even when semi-flooded, we're still hanging in there. Okay, so he's getting all the action back. Seems like he has nothing against the flyer though. Expected will be the... Yep. Oh well, good game. Didn't even see that one in any of the previous games. Of course it was exactly what we needed now. And even if it wasn't lethal, it still would have been probably since we drew a card, and that flurry trigger would have killed the opponents. But yeah, somewhat flooded, but we managed anyway. 4-1. Going swimmingly up the ranks of Platinum. Someday soon I'll be Mythic again, but I must admit, this set is well, it's kind of Modern Horizon-ish with a learning curve. And you know, I'm getting old, so I need some time to adapt. So I'm keeping this. Depending on what he does, I think Shockbrigade might still be the best thing, because everybody will block a Shockbrigade creature, and this still comes in good anyway. So we have a very aggressive hand. If he plays a creature, I assume he will block the mobilize token. I'm very happy that he does. We'll just kill his. And next turn we have a very good attack. We can play Duelist and Coordinated Remover. What is it? Maneuver? Flurry trigger, kill something of his. And then we have an excellent board state. Oh, I hope he puts it on his own. Okay, that's very good. I'm just killing that, I don't want him to gain any life. And let's be honest, next turn we have a very cheap Salt Road Pack Beast. We jam in, man. 7 damage. Depending on what he plays, this might be a 2-mana Salt Road Pack Beast. Okay, well. Do we just attack? I think we attack with the Boltcaster anyway. Don't think we attack with the Duelist, so it's just 1 more damage, but I think it can be crucial. And this way we keep our token. And let's just hope he doesn't have a board wipe. Deals min X minus X to all non-dragon creatures. But this pressure. Next turn I think I will just attack with everything. I mean, even if some stuff dies, Pretty sure it's lethal next turn, if it's not already this turn. But these pack beasts, they're absolutely amazing. Okay, well, don't really care about, at least don't care about the ability. So we can double spell, put a removal spell on top. Yeah, we can. Let's just do that. I should have played the Messenger first. Simply for one more damage. It depends if he's going to block the Duelist. If not, it might just be lethal. I don't expect him to block the Duelist. Because it's the least of his least damage at the moment. Yeah, that's what I expect. Now he does have something. I hope it's nothing life gain related. But I'm pretty sure he has a pump spell or something at least. And as it is, he's taking 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. So this Monastery Messenger is lethal because of the Duelist trigger. As long as he doesn't gain life. Okay. So no Duelist trigger. Decent trades for us. Enemy at low life. And I guess I'll just put the coordinated removal on top. I keep saying coordinated removal, but well, I think it's still not enough. I don't think there's 1 mana white spells in this game. Okay, good game. Man, such pressure. So the devotee that we have was actually pretty important there, simply to fix our mana, because otherwise we wouldn't have been able to play the bird. Okay. 5 and 1. Let's keep this ball rolling. Now again, if you are still here with me, thank you for joining me. And if you like what I do, please do let me know in any way, shape or form. Yep. This is epic. Shockbrigade into Boltcaster, into pretty much any removal that we like. So I don't know if we will win this, of course, but so far we've lost only to a deck which had only rares. Don't need any more lands. Wow. Adapt is a very nice draw here. We can use the maneuver next turn to kill the thing. And we can do a lot of damage with this adapt. Please put it on your own. Oh, that's unfortunate. So he doesn't have great attacks. He knows we have this. Don't really care about the... Do I care about the Duelist? We can just clear his board, I think. don't really care about this thing. He's not an attacking side. So we have 3. Yeah, let's attack first. We have 2 instants. Depending on his blocks, I will... Ooh, this is nice. So do we kill a creature or do we kill the enchantment? We can still remove the enchantment later on. So, well... No, I'm just going to destroy the enchantment. And then give this dude double strike and +3/+0. And we drew the Jeskai Revelation. Opponent is now at 4 life. He should have blocked. I mean, he's just dead to the Revelation here. Next turn we can do both of these. So I'm not sure what he can do. That's a good card. A nice thing to snare. 1 more mana for the Revelation, so let's just do this. Snare that boy. And now he pretty much only has terrible blocks. Because he has to block the adapt. He goes down to 1. His board is empty. But you never know what he has. It could be some board wipe, but then it's just a matter of drawing a land. As long as he doesn't make us discard the Revelation, I would be very, very sad. Yeah, that doesn't do it. If I top deck a land, it will be an amazing finish. Oh, it's not the right land. Okay, well, that was a good turn. Good old monk. 5/4 double strike. Yeah. Flurry is very good with instant speed and flash stuff. Especially the monk, because you can just simply have such an amazing combat track on a creature. So if I were him, I would have jumped, I think. Yep, keeping. Got all the colors. Would like a 2-drop creature instead of this Twin Bolt, but we still have some. Okay, there we go. I was about to say, still have some turns to draw it, but we're all good. Wow. Yeah, we cannot kill that. I'm pretty sure he will attack with it, so Twin Bolt is not of any use. But he will just make endless jumpers, I think. Okay. We have a turn 3 play, so... Don't really care about the damage we're getting from this. I think we are dealing more damage than he is. And somewhere I hope that this adapt will hit a land, because the next turn we can play this Shrine Keeper. Wow, this is interesting. He has something, I think. We don't have double red. If we play the Adapt now, we will deal 1 more damage. But I think we just go to combat. We probably bounce or kill something. Okay, wow. Let's try and play this. And hopefully hit a land. So that next turn we can play the Shrine Keeper. Okay. I'm not sure what he can bring to the table, but we have a pretty good setup for next turn. He's just not playing anything. He's got his colors. Dude, you should make 1/1s. Why are you... Okay. You should have done that way sooner. No plays, still. Well, let's just try this. Good game. Okay. Well, that is actually not a clean trophy, but the games that we lost, the one game that we did lose, was to the dude who played 5 rares in his first 5 turns. So I am very happy with what we did. I think it was an amazing deck. Of course, the Revelation really helped, even though we only played it once. MVP Brigade with the Pack Beast, I think. Also, the Artisan is actually pretty good if you have something to ramp into. Boltcaster was amazing because we had early mobilized creatures. Rebellious Strike was good. Anyway, thank you for joining me. I hope you like what I did. And I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Grab the card, shuffle dreams in the palms. Dad's drafts roll heavy, we bombing like psalms. Stacks on the table, strategies to flex. Running these lines like counterspell checks. Dad drafts in the zone, pulling rares from the throne. Mana on the stack, magic seeds we've sown. From poppers to planeswalkers, the board gets owned. Welcome to Dad's drafts, your new homegrown. Welcome to Dad's drafts, your new homegrown.